Hello everyone, I am Palpatine001 aka the Senate, and we are back with City Skylines, technically City Skylines 1 and 2. 1 being because we're inside City Skylines 1, we're inside Pacifica City on cinematic camera mode. Notice the bike lanes? We'll be talking about those in just a moment. As the update I want to talk about is actually to do with, you can actually see bikes and bike lanes in the back there. You can see more bus lanes, bikes, more bus lanes, more bikes. Notice how I'm talking about bikes quite a bit. Oop, there goes the monorail. And you can see more bike lanes there. So why am I talking about bikes? That is because, people, and they will just come back out of that mode for the moment, I want to talk about a little wee update that has come in from Colossal Order, and there it is, about what's coming up. And ironically, it has to do with bikes. That's right, bikes. You will notice that on the 29th, so last month basically, Colossal Order released a update about bridges, bikes, and bug fixes. Now we know the Bridges and Ports DLC is about to come out. It's all done. They're just waiting on Paradox's publishing time frame to release it. So it'll be sometime, well, it's not long to the end of 2025, but it'll be shortly. What we have been asking for, and why I'm in CS1, and what has got, although I've been aware this has been happening since I asked Colossal Order on Blue Sky earlier this year, it might have even been late last year, is what about bikes and bike lanes? Well, according to Colossal Order, they were meant to be in when the game first came out. This is City Skylines 2, but they weren't due to some issues. And that was evident when you saw the bike racks, but no bikes and bike lanes. But it looks like they're coming. We don't know when just yet. We might get an update. Bit of luck. Might be pushing it up the proverbial bit. They could come out with the next DLC, but we know bike lanes are on the way. Know that green, which is the green I like to use in CS1, is not the green we're being stuck with for bike lanes. But bike lanes are on their way, which is yay. And the reason for that is in CS1, when and you can see bike lanes there. When bike lanes and bikes came out as part of After Dark DLC, which was the first DLC for City Skylines, and you can see that's a Dutch road that encourages cycling just in the shared space. Yeah, it came out in the After Dark DLC, and it's been, along with bus lanes, it has been a staple for road transport. And you can see lots of bike lanes in here. And bikes using them. And moving your traffic around. Well, moving your people around. And helping. It's not there to beat congestion. It's there to keep congestion manageable. And it works around in a couple of dynamics. First of all, most of your trips are local, that is, in the real world, under 6 kilometers, so most of your congestion is localized. If you can get them on the bus, which we just saw, and we're just seeing, and there's the monorail, and you can also see cyclists, bus lanes, and hopefully in the next round, cycle lanes, but, nope, it's a motorway. But with most trips under 6 kilometers, most of your congestion outside the 9 to 5 standard commute is localized. Bikes and buses are a great way to bust that, and you can see them in action on a pedestrian way. So that's the first thing. 2, bikes also form the first and last mile gap between a transit supply. So i.e. home, bike, rapid busway, light rail, monorail in this case, metro rail, heavy rail is your transit spine, and then walking or bike. And when I mention bike, it's also now e-scooters and e-bikes to complete the last mile. So it's your first and last mile gap. And the third thing is bike can make up the 100% of the commute as well. And in City Skylines 1, even in my big cities that got over 200, 300,000, biggest city being 384, when 40% of your people are using bikes for one of those three modes, local, entire journey, or as first in last mile gap in between the transit spines like rail and monorail and tram and the metro, which a bus, which you could all see there in that neat little package. That really helps getting on top of keeping your city moving it without backing out. And this is what City Skylines 2 was missing. So once, with a bit of luck, and there you go, some more bike lanes. Oh, there's a mistake there. Notice there's no bike lane there. Got to fix that up. I'll have to find out where it is too. Yeah, so with bikes coming out, this CS2 will be a game changer in just getting those sims moving for those three reasons. Local, thoroughfare, which is your long distance commute, so your entire journey, or first and last mile gap. So hopefully out by the end of this year, or if not Q1 next year. But needless to say, bikes are on their way, and I am very much looking forward to them. And now I'm going to find where that gap was, and it's probably going to take me now ages to go and find it. Nope, found it straight away. Sweet. Scroll, 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 scroll. That is without it, so that's what got placed. And as you can see, it's part of After Dark. Bike lanes. Whoa. Oh, I know why. Oh. Alright, don't pack a socky. Oh. So yeah, that's why I'm in CS1, just to showcase you bike lanes, but bike lanes are finally on their way for CS2, which would be very much welcome after they do so much heavy lifting throughout your city, especially in your more dense areas. As you can see, look at them go. And that's them walking. Can we catch someone biking? Let's find a bike lane. Oh, there they go. There they all go. Zoink! Biking! And they're going to work. I'm just wondering, is this person going to bike all the way? Because the city centre is actually on the other side of the map. Or are they going to use this as first and last mile? Is this... bike lane? It's on the footpath because there's no bike lanes, given that the bus lanes are there. Oh, the monorail station's right next door. They are going to work. This is interesting. Let's see which mode they're going to do. Very interesting. Pathfinding. Oh, they could be... They've used it for first and last mile. So they will now catch the monorail to get to the city centre, which is... it's got its bare bones there. But there's the Sky Tower in the back. So you've just seen an actual example of this... and there goes Forager. An actual example of the second method, first and last mile gap. And that's in City Skylines 1, which is a 10-year-old game. Looking forward to seeing it in CS2. Because in this mode, when you're not doing the localized one, is that at up to 40% biking, and if they're going on to transit, it's one of the biggest aids to transit and to keeping your city moving. So in this case they're using the monorail because it's grade separated and it's also fast. 160 kilometers an hour if it gets up to speed. So that is an absolute good demonstration of bikes supplementing and reinforcing your public transport network. So again, very much looking forward to this on CS2. If we could do it in CS1, which is yeah, as I said, 10 years old. And they'll be continuing up to the city, up to the Sky Tower, which is all the way here. So there you go. What a good demonstration that was. Oh, and as for policies to support bikes, we encourage biking. And we don't technically ban them on sidewalks. Typically not, just don't like doing it. Because I would have, because it actually causes problems. As you would see that it would not work in this instance, and they're not causing too many problems. So there you go. I am Palpatine001, aka the Senate, and that is where we are with a quick-fire update with City Skylines 2, bike lanes coming to City Skylines 2. While in City Skylines 1, we actually saw them working, including a worker using it for the first mile gap to get to the monorail, then using the monorail to get to the city centre station, and they'll probably use their bike again to get to their job at the Sky Tower. Great to see it. Great to see it in City Skylines. Looking forward to it in City Skylines 2, because it also happens in real life out in the real big world.